learn anything or you guys don't know how to play this map, you are going to get destroyed every single time, and it's going to be a pain. And the other team's going to be laughing because it's not that hard to understand if you actually put in the effort to understand it. So, we're going to go over callouts first. And then I'll go over the ways offensive team can attack, and then we'll start talking about defense a little bit more. So, point A is usually quote unquote a throwaway. Um, there really isn't any reason for anyone but your scout, your spy, and your soldier on defense to be over here defending A. A is unironically always going to be capped. We can delay it ever so slightly, make them commit more people over here, so be it. But at the start of the game, the doors to A open up here and there, and so does the door to B opens up. And that is where your combo and mainly all of your team is going to be playing. Why do we defend B over A? Is the simple fact is that they cannot get to E, the only point that actually matters, until they capture A. However, if you guys do not defend B over here, they can simply walk past, come through here, and then they get to B and they can cap it. The spy, the pyro, the soldier, the scout, the demo, and the engineer have ways to get onto this point without the bridge being connected, and we'll go over what exactly happens when every point is captured. So, we'll start with, there's no real callouts on A, unfortunately. You just, big door, that's about it. This is big door. We don't call it slow door, because there's a callout called slow door, and this is drop down. This opens up as soon as, these two doors will open up as soon as A is captured from the blue team. It will cut off this spawn. So drop down leads over to obviously the drop down thing, and this leads right into B. Sometimes they put a sneaky sniper to be here, and my team have done this where our spy is over on B cloaked. Our sniper makes it to the drop down, no one's found him, and he says, "Oh, the medic's just standing in this specific spot." Sniper drops down with a fully body shot, and bam, medic is killed. Maybe he was on that wall. Give or take. It's doesn't you don't have to do that. That's just a funny play you can do. Interesting. We did a lot and it worked quite well, but obviously if it works the first time, it's not going to work the second time. It's a surprise play. Usually they put sticks here, as the demo can put sticks here and they can be called when to det. But so we're gonna go over B. Here's the shack. This is usually where engineer's gonna put his teleporter when setting up. This is concrete, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just call this concrete thing. They're pushing up to concrete. I guess this is a sniper box or whatever. It's really a weird call out. No one's ever in here on the off chance the sniper is waiting here. Funny, I don't know. It's a really weird call out no one uses. However, really important one, wishbone. This area right here with the pack, and it leads to like over here by this grate. This is all called wishbone. It is one of the most used callouts in the entire game of Steel. We can come over here. We can look at JFK. They call these two windows JFK. How do we get to JFK? Any team can get here. Typically only the blue people. I mean, why would the red people go here and their spawn's going to be closed off? But JFK can be here and they can have...
I played Cyber and I've hopped there and Heavy Med just walked up. Red Heavy Med. So I mean, I guess if no one's watching White Room, someone could go up there. But that's feeding.
Okay, well, this is... They call it White Room. Some teams call it Lobby. It doesn't matter, to be honest, as long as you guys all agree on one thing. Don't have conflicting callouts. I believe we call this showers for some reason. I remember someone saying it because usually the scout and the soldier will be playing here by big door while your team's still fighting B, and they'll probably fall back in white room. We'll get over to this is connector between D and I guess E is connector. This sort of like cool, funny place. This is called Heaven. It's one of the most popular callouts. Engineer defense wants to be here always. It's funny. You got like I think they call it a shit shack. I remember. It's been a while, so keep in mind. I will go over the most important ones. But yeah, this is definitely Heaven. Underneath Heaven is obviously Hell. Down here is called Hell. It leads to the funny grate. I don't know if this is an updated version of Steel where you can't shoot through this, but we can test that. Um, then we're gonna come over to another important callout, which is called Slow Door. This guy opens up when you capture B, and it's really slow. It takes like 30 seconds. And then we come over past C, and then we have the most notorious callout,
Death
which is
Hallway.
Death Hallway. It's not a fun place
Why is
for
it called
blue
Death
people to
Hallway?
be. What?
Why is it called Death Hallway?
Okay, look at this.
There are 3 spawns.
Pretend. Okay. So you're in here. Your only way out is to go in front of their spawn door or go in front of their spawn door. Um, blue team does not want to be here. Red team, all it takes is a soldier on one side, a demo on the other side, and anyone else to simply trap all these players in here and kill them. It is a death hallway. You will die when you go through here on offensive team, usually, if they're smart enough to trap you here. It is just not a place you want to be. However, sometimes you have to push there. It's kind of weird. We know how bad it is, but we still use it as an offensive push. So let's go over what the points do. So A obviously opens up the big door over here, there leading to lobby, white room. A also opens up the drop down leading to B, right there. Once they capture B, B will now close off this spawn entirely. Red team first spawns in these forward spawns, and it will close. Well, capturing A closes off this spawn. Capturing B closes off this spawn and this spawn. So that's what it does. It also obviously slow door, and then you get to come into Wishbone. Now the bridges aren't set up yet, and now defensive team is going to start spawning here, which can lead to those doors, the death hallway doors, or they can come down to E through here. It's very different. So let's say they push through Wishbone, they get to C. What does C do? Well, on the bottom of my screen it says bridge because it C now opens up these bridges that will connect to the platform. They will come out here. I'm sure we've all played Steel once in our life and we've seen this.
No.
So the funny bridges will now be connecting, meaning that anyone can now stand on the point. Funny. Capturing D, on the other hand, shuts off these doors close, so basically this spawn door no longer exists. And it also adds railing to the bridges. I know, the best part. Honestly, we need the railings. We can definitely see, like, okay, there are 3 ways how you capture steel. The main one is alphabet, then there's A to E, and then there's ABE. and they're quite different. A to E implies that we capture A, we run through Big Door, we get a whole bunch of presents in here, we lock down their wishbone, and we start capping the final point. Alphabet just means we capture A, we capture B, we capture C, we capture D, oh, and now we capture E. And then ABE means we get this one, and then we capture B, and then we're in Wishbone, and we get some people on the point, and we try to take heaven from them, and we capture E. It's kind of weird. You don't like. There's so many like maybe not so many, but there's a few options the offending team has to really win steal, and so we're gonna talk about defense on how we prevent some of those and how we play the game. So let's talk about B because this is like one of the strongest holds. Okay, Sentry's gonna go there on this little ledge right here. You're most likely gonna have your heavy up on concrete. Your demo, medic, and pyro would be kind of chilling over here, contesting this open door. Your sniper will be somewhere here, just sniping. Maybe he'll be playing by the truck. I don't know. Sniping. Sometimes snipers like to stand here and they get a
There's a
funny like
spot they can shoot
angle.
and spawn.
Yeah, we know that. So another thing, well, this doesn't really affect anything because soldiers usually not over here, but I don't be surprised if they hit their soldier right here. You can just instantly kill your medic. So they're going to try to take concrete. Concrete is the first thing they want to take from you. Your heavy needs heals, and your heavy's going to have a teleporter exit here. And you're going to have your engineer put your teleporter entrance probably like right there or there, something like that. Heavy whole purpose, haha, I'm shooting. Oh, they're damaging me. Oh no, I took damage. Oh, I'm getting healed. Oh, I took the teleporter. Whoa, I'm back up here. And then they don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe I'm Tommy Slav, so they can't hear me. Oh, they're pushing again. They're all dead. So heavy can get right back up there onto concrete. Obviously, your demo or your pyro can jump up here or even take the telly, but I highly don't recommend taking the telly as those classes. Our gun is doing gun things. It's just here. Spies are going to try to go for it, etc., etc. We are holding B is a very strong hold. Now, in order to crack B, this team wants to take concrete from us. They might try to play from drop down, or in order to get us out of B, the enemy team is going to scare us by going
For
through
E.
A to E. Please don't talk. It's okay. I understand your input, but just so they're gonna come through this big door. They're gonna try to get some room and lobby, and what they want to do is essentially they're gonna try to first lock down your spawns in your flank. Next thing they want to do is lock down Wishbone. That's the only ways you can attack them from, by the way. So how do we counter an A to E push? Very simple. And you guys are probably gonna look at me really confused. I don't care if they're shooting your spawn here at all. Don't give a shit. What you're gonna do, essentially, you're gonna probably take your demo and your heavy, not your heavy, sorry, and your engineer and your pyro, maybe. Maybe your heavy. It doesn't really, heavy's probably staying behind. Really, you want your engineer and his gun, your demo, and maybe just like your sniper. I don't know, just someone to be up here. Perhaps the pyro as well and the medic. You can also be here, but really what needs to happen is we need to set our sentry gun here. Why are we putting the sentry gun here? Well, the sentry gun shoots anything on the point. They all die. There's literally going to be a scout and a soldier on the point. They're going to die instantly to the gun. Next thing we need, our pyro. Do not walk past this archway if you are a defending teammate. Do not walk past this archway. This archway is death. Pyro looks really funny and cool here. Pyro looks really stupid and dumb right here, okay? Pyro's gonna stand right here, maybe trying not to block the rockets of the gun, but all the Pyro's gonna do, anyone that comes here, there's a giant pit. We all know that Pyro can do other things than flamethrower. Air blast them into the pit, they die. Congratulations. Gun kills anything on the point, and their whole A to E push is completely dissolved. You can even have your sniper back here sniping. I don't care. But typically, this has to be coordinated. Our spy has to tell us, oh, they're doing A to E. We have to be able to set up in Wishbone fast. And it has to be like reactive. You cannot wait for them and only send one person. We have to react to the play they are trying to do and respect the play they are trying to do. Or they're going to completely shut us down and they're going to cap E and we're going to look really stupid. So our spy really needs to tell, and his comms actually has to be audible and basically heard. What is the enemy team doing? You know, where are they right now? Where are they pushing from? Obviously, they may try the A to E and then it doesn't work, and then they can come back and fight B. The enemy team has options to attack you from, and we have to be positioning ourselves and understanding where they are coming from every single moment of the, like, basically of the game. Now, let's say things go south. We stop the A to E, but we get overrun on B and we're pushed back. So now, what I would prefer you guys doing, your engineer, once you guys lose B engineer, you need to fuck off and go try to take control of heaven. Your scout and soldier will probably be trying to assist you, but you can't really rely on anyone here. Your combo is going to probably be playing at the back of Wishbone. Problem is once they capture B, this slow door is going to start opening. Now, not immediately, people are going to be coming through this, but eventually in the next 20, 30 seconds, people can come. They can also spam through it a little bit once it opens up wide enough. So we can't stay in here forever. But we got to then rotate back to C. Whoops. And we're on C. C is like, it's a weird hold. You're not actually holding the point. You're more or less having your heavy and your demo just keep them off the point. And I think this is called lunchbox. I could be forgetting, but I'm pretty sure this part right here is called lunchbox because like heavy loves to stand here and get sandwiches and stuff. The medics will be in here, and the demo and the pyro will be watching here. C is not that hard of a hold, but you should defend it. Or they're just gonna get bridges. Then, if that's the case, we need to leave through spawn, and we need to come out through E. Then we gotta start assessing the situation, helping our engineer, fighting them, wishbone. The bridges are gonna start connecting, and we also need to be, at the same time, your combo is now gonna be only having D and E left for them to cap. So we lost A, we lost B, and we lost C, and the bridges are connecting. What do we do now? Majority of the time, our engineer and heavy will be by heaven. Heavy, this is a nice head glitch, funny. Your sniper needs to be here as well. Make sure there's never at one point a sniper in JFK or you guys will cry. Maybe have your sniper holding this angle with his sniper. Bam! Killing people in Wishbone. Really cool. Your demo heavy and pyro, or not heavy, sorry, your demo medic and pyro are going to be playing around connector. Medic, you can sort of stand in here, but just know, very scary. This is not a very fun place to be. Your pyro and demo are going to be making sure that they don't come through the lockers. I forgot to say that. That's lockers. It came to me now. Basically, a white room / lobby push to lockers is right here. Demos can actually shoot like their pipes over, but you shouldn't die to it. It's useless, wasting time. White room, they can come through like a little corner spot or the lockers, and they can start taking D. Or if they're ballsy, and that's if this team is dumb, they're gonna capture C and they're gonna come through Death Hallway. What do we know about Death Hallway? it is a trap for them. And if you could call out their coming death hallway, you can put some people in the spawn doors, and you can start really fucking their shit up, and they die. We have to be smart. Rotating. This is all team coordination and working together. However, one thing I haven't said, but is the most very important thing about Steel. For every single point the offensive team takes from you, it will add like extra time to your respawn time as defense. Sometimes you'll start at like 15 to 20 seconds, and by the time they've captured A, B, C, D, your respawn time is looking like 30 to 40 seconds. So understand, every single point the enemy team takes from you, that's going to add longer respawn times. The biggest thing, and I've said this about every payload game, but here it's like tripled the effect. We cannot die on defense. You dying as any class is the worst thing you've done for your team. I don't care if you want to go for some crazy 720 frag video, okay? I don't care. Just please, you're not the hero. Everyone's relying on you to play your part, and you're relying on everyone else to play their part. But like I was saying, we really, really, really need to not die. No dying. Dying is the lamest thing you could do on Steel, and it will make Steel feel like you can't even defend it. The really crummy thing about Steel is it always feels like defending sucks and offensive sucks. But it always feels as if the enemy team is just having the time of their life because they're getting away with it. But really, they're holding on to threads. This is a hard map. I don't stress this enough. This is a very hard map. Soldier, if you run the gunboats here, I'm going to cry. Run the conch. Or battalions. But so, on offensive side, we're going to talk about the three pushes I exclaimed earlier. A to E is very common, and alphabet's very common. Sometimes they do A, B, C, E. I think earlier I said A, B, E, E, but I really meant A, B, C, E. Just to get the bridges out, and then you cap the final point and forget about D. But we're gonna go over A to E. Typically, send some people here. Usually just your scout, soldier, and probably maybe your pyro can come out here. You can send more. Just know the more people you send, longer time. Like balance it out. Realize what you need to take this point. Feel it out. Your sniper is going to be taking SVS's his entire lifetime here on B on offense, starting the round. Getting buffed from the medic. Medic, you don't ever walk here until their sniper is dead. There is no reason. And the sticks are cleared. More than not, there are sticks all over these walls. Crit sticks even. So medic's really just waiting for their sniper to win the SVS here. Keep in mind the crummy thing about Steel, or one of them for the sniper, is that the sniper can see your feet before you can see him. When the sniper is standing up here, he can see like a little yeah. It's a weird angle, but he's able to see you faster than you can see him. I promise you. So that's the thing. We really need concrete control if we're going to be trying to push B after we capture A, or while we're capturing A. We need concrete control. Your demo and your heavy up here is very strong. Spamming out the gun is one thing. Spamming them out, forcing them to play passive on B is one thing. Coming through main is kind of like a death sentence, but you can do it if you're smart, and you can go for the Uber exchange, get the gun. Really, it's like your pushing isn't as dramatic as just running into a room. On this map, it's more of just like you're slowly trying to wedge your way in, and it's going to be a lot of 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, because it's a very painful map to push. And there's just a lot of things you have to do in order to get that like precise movement to get in here and really fuck their shit up. And we could do
What
that with our spawn.
situations would you push main instead of concrete?
Why would you push main instead of concrete? The gun being down already. The reason you would come out main is also if their sniper's dead. Your demo and pyro can really get some good angles, and you can still send your heavy up here. There's no reason you can't push from both at the same time, but there's a difference from putting your demo and your heavy up here and maybe your medic to just your heavy, and then your demo and your pyro can come through. You guys have to be just pushing at the same time. Their sniper must be dead and the gun must be dead. Those are two important things that need to be gone out of the equation. Getting rid of the teleporter up here in this shack is very important. Always check. I don't care that it's a newcomer. On the off chance that the newcomer team was told to put a teleporter exit here, and then the heavy takes it, you guys will be looking like buffoons. Like, I told you about it, and you didn't do it, and now you got punished for it. Capturing B is pretty simple. We take B. It's that. Now, after we take B, we have two choices. Well, really, we only have one choice. Still two choices. I'd say three choices in total. Two choices at the beginning. So you can the first thing is that after capturing B, one, we can go through Wishbone, try to fight Wishbone. Number two is we could rotate back and maybe try to fight in White Room, but I don't really advise that. Trying to fight Wishbone is probably the most appropriate and the best way you should do after capturing B. However, after like 30 seconds, this place is going to open up slow door, and slow door is so fucking good for offensive team. Not only sniper but demo man. Like, as soon as demo man these doors open, your demo can just, if they're still in Wishbone back here, your demo can just put out so much fucking damage here. It's fucking insane. They die is what I'm trying to say. C is a bit rough. We really need to get rid of their sniper on C, or we're just dead before we even get to the point. C is like, we capture C by clearing lunchroom, and we box them in their spawn, so then we can start capping C. Once we capture C as the combo, we have two options. One is the most risky play. Rush through Death Hallway. I know I don't say go Death Hallway, but it is a play and it can work. However, it's greatly in favor of red team. But if you know you've wiped them and you can get through here fast enough, you can get right onto D, and that's like it's a risk and reward. Death Hallway is such a good reward. If you can get through Death Hallway, you'll be like like shining stars. But if you come into Death Hallway unprepared and unready to fight them, and they just wreck your shit, that's gonna add like another minute or two to your time. Like, they're gonna get so much like benefit of stopping you in Death Hallway. The safest route to go after capturing C is through Wishbone again. Most people like to jump on this little like edge bug right here or whatever. Or did they fix it? Or I'm just bad. Oh yeah, I'm just bad. So you could just jump up there. If you can't make that jump for some other reason, I don't know why, you can always just take the funny slow route. I don't know. So then we come here. Bridges are going to start opening up. Now we can get people onto E from White Room and from Wishbone. But the biggest and most important thing that you can start doing now is getting players onto Heaven. How do we capture E? We don't put 9 people on the point. It takes a very long time to cap. That is apparent. Your scout and your soldier and your engineer this entire time on offense are trying to get to Heaven and start capturing the point. That is what Flank's goal is, to just start the cap time. That is what Flank is doing. We'll go over that in more detail after I'm done talking about the combo. But typically, we want to take control of Heaven, this area up here, and we want to trap out their spawns and trap out Connector so that our scout, soldier, maybe our other players, engineer, and other people on the point only have to really worry about things coming maybe through White Room. Just maybe. They might come through there. So we've captured A, B, C, and we're capturing E. Our combo is going to be playing here, pressuring them out. Your whole goal is your combo at this time to be like a screen. You need them to make them fight you, and while they're fighting you and while you're killing them, and vice versa. Your combos here just wrecking shit. Your cappers are not being affected as much. If we were all on the point, they'd all just rush out and kill all of us on the point. So we really, really need to understand our role on how we capture the objective and work together. It is team coordination. But let's say that doesn't work. Let's say for some odd reason we went to capture C and we went and tried to do this, but they had already heaven control. They had so much pressure here. We cannot capture C because they still have a level 3 up in heaven, like right here. Okay. Now, we can still try, maybe put some sniper in JFK, maybe put some spam from Wishbone, put a sentry here. I don't know. But typically, what I'd suggest doing at that point is we need to still capture D. So either we take our chances again through Death Hallway and we rotate there, or we either, if the gun's down, we can and their sniper's dead, we can try to come into White Room like this, or you might just have to go all the way the long route. But it's going to take time off of your push, but it may be the better play is to come back through A, come through Big Door, come through White Room, and try to fight their combo from lockers and this little like corner, side tunnel, I guess is what it's called, to fight and capture D. Because when we capture D, not only does it increase their spawn time, but it now blocks off these two spawn entrances. Well, entirely it just blocks off this one spawn door, but there's these two little entrances that it closes as well. So that's one thing. Now, when this happens and you've now captured all 4 points except the last one, E, the only 3 spots they can come from, relatively 2, is either as a defender, if every point but E is captured, you have 2 options. Technically 3, but I'll explain them. The first option being you come out, you come by Lunchbox, you drop down, you jump up to Wishbone, and you try fighting from Wishbone to E. That is one way the defenders will try to get to you. The next way is, let's go back into spawn. You come out the side of D, and you come rushing down to connector to fight this and to fight the point. Now, let's say that's not working. They just have their combo sitting there. What we can do instead, this is the third option, is we have maybe our soldier or just someone stopping them from pushing from there, just holding them down. And then we send most of our players through the side tunnel, through White Room, lobby, and then we start pressuring E from here. So you really can attack from 3 sides. Oh, I forgot. Another thing on this, so I guess both routes have 2. You can come from Hell. The only person that's really strong from here is probably Demo and Sniper. Sniper just goes to town here. I could show you clips of my team playing Steel. I mean, it's insane. But
What about the engineer?
what do you
If
mean?
they're what if they have a level 2 gun down there?
What?
After. It's something I saw in a video once.
Are you saying as a defender, you want to put your sentry here? Is that what you're saying?
What I mean is maybe a surprise play.
Wouldn't that just get immediately spammed out?
Okay, hear me out. At this point, or at this state of the game, you guys are trying everything in your damnness to get them off of E. I don't care what you do, as long as you guys can get them off of E and prevent them from capping. If some surprise sentry play from Hell somehow works, go for it. But you cannot think that it's going to work every single time. That's the problem. Like, it could be this one-time surprise play on this round. We put this sentry here. What do you know? It starts shooting some of the people on point. If they still cap it in that time, the sentry is kind of useless, but hey, you shot at them. I really would say like Demo and Sniper is way better here, because Sniper can actually kill them instantly and Demo can just sticky them off, but you may have your Demo push from Wishbone, you may have your Demo push from Connector. I'm not saying that only like the Sniper and Demo can come here. It's more of just like you have to really play with your team, and depending on who's alive and who's not, we are pressured right now, like giga pressured to get to E to stop them from capping E. Because once they cap E, game over. That's just how it be. I'm not opposed to putting a sentry in Hell. It's just like, just know that like one, it can work as a surprise play, and it can also be very useless. I don't know. Would you rather just send your body with a shotgun onto the point to delay the cap, or would you want to set up a sentry down here with little to like 10 seconds of time? I don't know. Just think about what will actually really benefit your team more. So, yes. Another thing that I want to talk about is teleporter on offense is really strong here, especially, but we're going to talk about a little bit on the flank side on blue team. We're going to talk about offense because I felt like I didn't really go over it. So your scout and your soldier and your engineer are kind of this like 3-man goon squad to get to heaven. That is usually their goal on flank, is to get to heaven. Why am I saying this? Well, let's say it's the start of the game, you guys capture A, and your team's still trying to fight B. Okay? So, remember how I said, like, if we did an A to E, everyone comes through here, and it creates all this pressure, and they start drawing players back to fight E? You know? So, we can do that, but with less people, and maybe not an A to E a push. It may not be our super objective, but it can be an objective. If we can wipe their flank, kill their soldier and spy and scout here, maybe, we can escort our NG around White Room, through the side tunnel or lockers, doesn't matter. Just get yourself over here. You can probably place like a sneaky teleporter on D, I don't know. And then we can get our NG up into heaven, a blue team NG here, while they're still fighting red team still at B, and our team still fighting them, and our flank has won the flank battle, and we're here because they have a long respawn time. Remember that. You can start putting a gun here, and then your scout and your soldier can start jumping on this. Running pain train as soldier may not be that bad of an idea. Just hear me out on offense. It can be actually good having 4 times on E. And you're creating this pressure by just being here. Yes, you're giving your NG more time to set up, but also that means A, the flank's going to be aggroed to you, but now some people from the defending B are going to come back here to defend E. And then that's going to give your team attacking B less people to deal with. So essentially, you're drawing attention away from the actual point you're trying to take. I mean, if you capture E like that, haha, funny, they didn't know how to stop a scout and a soldier on a point. But really, your whole super objective is to take B from them by making less players be actively defending it, by drawing their attention to the more serious point. But that allows your team to take B easier. We have to really work together. Our flank and our combo really need to support each other here. And it's more on the flanks part in the very beginning to really help the combo, but once the bridge is active and we get into the later stages of steel, then the combo is going to be up here distracting the enemy team while our flank is capturing. So they kind of switch roles in a way. But time is time, and it's really brutal. Steel is very punishing, like super punishing. So there is no like retries here. It's just brutal.
So what you're saying is after B, the flank are the ones that capture C and E, C and D.
No. The flank's only objective is to capture E. The flank can't actually capture B, C, or D. None of the points. They are not strong enough. What I'm talking about is E. E is the main capture point. It is the star on the point. It is if we capture this, the game is over. You know, we win. You're just getting pressure on the last objective as much as you can during the offensive side. That is your goal as flank, by the way. Your combo is going to be the ones trying to take B, trying to take C, trying to take D, just to help you, and so that they can start actually actively helping you. Because at first, you guys are going to be kind of disjointed. But towards the end of the game, combo and flank can kind of mix together to really support each other better. But yeah, it's and the reason we're trying to get our engineer up here to capture heaven on offense is just to help deny point and get our maybe a teleporter here, and just so our flank can have constant pressure on here. And they have to really, like, a scout and a soldier is not gonna kill a level 3 engineer setup unless your scout and your soldier on blue are AFK and they're either dead or they're just not helping you. You really have to support your engineer here. Oh, that was kind of cool. What's up here? Oh, funny. So, um, any more questions, class related? Uh, any questions on any point?
Yes,
Generally, you go first, Woke.
I have a question. There's something I heard from another mentor about when you're pushing B and the flank has captured White Rim. And if you have trouble capturing B, you put the sentry in Wishbone so that they can't push the point and the scout and soldier start capping. How would that work out?
I mean, yeah, if you want to put your sentry here,
No,
like,
not there.
Wishbone, that's what you're saying? Where?
Over there. Turn right. Go back. Go back.
What? Which direction?
Where you're going to see.
Going to see.
Yes, right here.
I mean, okay, hear me out. Yeah, I guess your sentry gun will help you on offensive lock down the Wishbone, but you understand that every enemy team, if they have a brain cell, will just walk through here, and then kill your people on the point without even fighting your gun. I mean, it can. I mean, maybe you're just like, hey, I'm going to prevent them from ever contesting this so that my flank can only focus this shutter door.
Okay, but if they do that, they're not going to be on B.
It can work. I mean, you really have to experiment what works best for you. Like, putting it there, I don't know if it's the best spot that can work. Putting it up on heaven would work too. But just know, like, whatever you guys can get away with to help support your combo is generally my advice. Me telling you to put it on heaven doesn't mean you only have to play your engineer on heaven like that, but it is very strong for the offensive team to lock down heaven so that their flank can have a teleporter there, so they can just constantly keep feeding to capture the point. And what do you know? Maybe we put maybe our sniper. You know, it'd be kind of funny if you get a telly over here, and then blue sniper comes up here and starts sniping their spawn door. You know how, like, we've done this before as my team. Like, yeah, the bridges won't be here, and the only way the sniper can rotate is through White Room, but I don't know. If our sniper is not being used on B, we can really put more pressure here. It doesn't have to only be the flank, but I would not want to split up the combo as much. Sniper seems a little bit more fluid, I would say.
So I play around everyone pretty much in a way.
Yeah,
Flank and my combo.
Just where you're needed the most. Typically the combo, but there are some times where I'd argue that you could be a little bit more helpful on the flank. Especially if your team can lock down, like, this is blue team offensive wise. We're trying to cap E, and our two combos are fighting B, whatever. And our engineer has set up a nest up in heaven, maybe like a teleporter here or whatever. So then, because they don't spawn here until you capture B, so you don't have to worry about them spawning behind you.
I have a question. How can you transition a teleporter in heaven to an AE push?
Well, you're not really doing an A to E push if your combo's fighting B.
I mean, you said your combo through the teleporter and they fight.
Yeah, I mean, they can do that, but we really have to, like, an A to E works as, like, okay, that is okay, but hear me out. If you know the bridges aren't connected right now, and the teleporter's over here, which means your combo, other than maybe the demo and the pyro, are kind of stuck here. They have to now rotate all the way through White Room to fight over here. The goal of an A to E is to have your combo lock down the spawn door by coming in through White Room, lock down Wishbone, while your flank players are capping. That is what the ADE is. If your combo's over by Heaven, they can't really do as much. I mean, they can still shoot. The demo can still shoot. The heavy can still shoot. The pyro can still shoot flares. But their positional isn't really supportive. I like the idea, and I'm not saying it can't work. I mean, maybe if we want to make this work, maybe we have our combo takes the teleporter, and then they all come right here, and they drop down to heaven, and then hell, and then they come right back up here. That can work too. But you need to understand what is the purpose of your combo is to be like a sort of shield for your flank, because your flanks are squishy targets. Your heavy's really strong at this head glitch right here, and then your demo can lock down Wishbone with the medic and the pyro. The biggest scary part about Wishbone in here is being air blasted out into the pit. So pyro is like a high priority target when fighting Wishbone. Need to kill him as soon as possible. But I like the idea. That can work, Woke, if we execute it properly. But like I would say, if you're gonna have your combo take the teleport or whatever, and all come on to like heaven, have them drop down to hell, like this, and then they can start like fighting Wishbone and start fighting the spawn door, so that your soldier, your maybe your spy is there, maybe your scout, maybe your pyro with the power jack is here. Just start getting that cap time. Your sentry gun's there protecting them. Your sniper's up here sniping them. Our heavy's watching the spawn door. Our demo is owning here. Like, we all have to like incorporate ourselves into this push. So that might not be a bad idea, Woke, now that I think about it. That might actually work.
Did you show him the heaven sentry?
I mean, yeah, I shot at the ground 10 times.
Oh,
Right here. Yeah.
I haven't been here for the past like 30 minutes, so.
Okay. But yeah, sentry's gonna go right here.
Where should you put the center in heaven when there's nobody to stop, when there isn't anybody yet to defend?
Your
that
flank is
spawn?
supposed to be defending you. But I would say maybe, in my opinion, if you aren't relatively able to start setting up an E because your flank's dead, try to like be as like elusive as possible. You can even put like a teleporter back here, but just try to like build on D, and then once your flank comes through White Room, or once they come through the teleporter exit, you guys are all here, and then your flank has spawned. They went through your telly. You have your level 3 in your hand. You're running with your your flank players, and then you guys are just helping your NG put up his gun, put up his dispenser, whatever it be, and then the flank team can start fighting the enemy flank and whatnot. So I've seen a lot of sneaky teleporters on offense over in D. It actually is really strong. But then we can transition it to Heaven. Heaven's like the goal, I guess, like of flank, because locking down Heaven is really good. But keep in mind, as soon as your team captures B, Heaven becomes a death trap, because now they spawn here.
What do you suggest for spy?
Cloak and dagger.
For all points?
Funny knife. What? Sorry.
Is this for all points or just for A? For defense.
Mainly A. I mean, a lot of spies can. I'd say as spy, your main goal is to communicate to your team where are they rotating to, essentially their combo. Also, like, you need to be the first one to know, hey, they're coming through, other than your flank, hey, they're coming through A to E. Because let's say they capture A, and then your scout, your spy, and your your soldier are in here by the shower things, whatever. Oh shit, their heavy demo and medic are here. Oh shit, A to E push, and then that's gonna tell your team we need to start rotating. We need to stop. We need to prevent this. We need to shut down it quick, or we're gonna get giga owned. As spy on offensive though, you really want to just start like making plays. Not as much as comms. I mean, you comms do help, but I think comms are way more important on defense as spy than offense. Unless your team needs to like know where something is, they can communicate to you, but you can still definitely. I would say Steel is more of a comm map for spy, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's good for me.
I mean, there's a lot of tight corridors and a lot of stairs. You can go for funny trick stabs here. If they don't suspect your capabilities.
Nighthawk, if you go beast mode, I'll give you a special roll.
Oh, now I
Beast
can't
mode.
do it.
I'll give you
He's
the
been mental
Reddit
blocked.
spy. The Reddit spy roll.
The Reddit wrangle.
The Reddit
Wrangling
spy.
the Reddit.
Yes.
Funny. Oh, here's a really suicidal head glitch, but this would be really funny if like I think I saw one time Vanish one of your demos
no.
where like you fell down here, or was it Ronin? I don't know. One of the heavies fell down here and then they started head glitching here, and I mean they're kind of fucked here once they get shot off or like knocked back, but funny head glitch spot.
I'm Rodin's mentor, right? I'm Rodin Jr. I'll make it
Ronin
work.
Jr. All right, where are we going? I know. Let's go here. Wow.
Oh yeah, there's a really cool spot here as spy.
Yeah. Trying to find the cool spot. Hold on. Oh, here's the cool spot. Look at this train. What is it doing here? Look at these missiles.
Oh, do you know about the really cool glitch for spy?
The one on A where you can jump up onto the battlements?
No. So basically what you do is you type SV cheats 1 in console and then you type a no clip and then you can go into their spawn. It's really weird.
Amazing.
How many people know about it?
Do you know about dun go to shotgun.
I got gunboats. I'm crying.
Fuck. Okay, hold on. I'll show it myself.
Well, what's this, guys?
It is actually God's light.
Yeah, and that little
Oh,
patch
there's
to the
two
left
to
there
update.
is
Yeah, let's go
the
up.
background of the map.
There it is!
Guys, there's an update for TF2. They removed the observer. They updated the border color for unusual items.
Wow.
Is this map review over then, or no?
I mean, is there any more questions? I'm just kind of exploring. Oh, here's the spot. This is really cool underneath D. But
I am flexible. I go wherever I'm needed the most, but mostly pair on my combo.
I'm
yes.
very flexible. I'm on the ceiling.
So,
Keep in mind, this might be the only map that I say that black box is somewhat okay, but I still am strongly like repulsive when I say that because I just think stock's way better.
No,
But
I already
for
have like a
defense,
loadout planned. I'm just gonna run black box battalions, pain train on offense, and then
Black
whip
box
on
conch, the
defense.
ultimate meme.
Nah, I prefer the battalions. It's more useful. 20 health makes it so you can survive 2 direct appeals from a
Conch
demo
is
man.
better on offense, though, because of the health.
Yeah, I think you should run conch on offense.
The
Alright.
talent is a defense thing.
Yeah.
ask Chongs to just
But
look at
any
every transfer
questions before I end the map review so you guys can fuck off?
Yes, I have a
Aren't
question.
pugs starting soon?
Purchase
Are we
ticket
gonna do a steel part?
9:30 EST.
Very important question.
Oh, I thought that said 8:30. Oh, I didn't read it right. Okay.
Well, that's on
Important
you.
question. Would it be illegal for me to beat my scout to death?
Yeah.
Who's your scout?
No.
Is Nova here?
No.
No.
Typical.
That's why I want to beat him to death.
Your scout and your soldier have to actually play together on this map, by the way. That is like something
Shit,
that
I
we've
yeah.
been trying to practice for the past like couple weeks, but now like scout and soldier is so important that they are together.
This isn't
Yeah.
Koth. Scout doesn't go with Cap 1. Alright, guys, look
Scout
enough.
doesn't go vroom vroom.